You know that awkward moment at a group dinner when the waiters bring the bill and everyone suddenly find their shoes extremely interesting? That's exactly how a recession starts. Nobody wants to pay, and everyone is looking for the exit. But in the economy, someone always gets stuck with the check. Today, we're gonna find that out. Welcome to TradingBits X. This channel is all about decoding the economy from the ground up. No noise, just signal. If you're here, you're tired of the mainstream media telling you a recession is just 2/4 of a negative GDP. That's a textbook definition. In the real world, a recession is a violent shift that turned into a liquidity crisis. Most people think the economy just break at all at once. It doesn't. It's a sequence. It's a row of dominoes. And if you know which one falls first, you can protect your portfolio while everyone else is still reading yesterday's news. Before we dive into the data, what do you think cracked first? Is it consumption, credit, employment, or confidence? No cheating. Draw your guess now and let's see if you're right by the end of this video. And if you want to stay ahead of the macro curves, hit that subscribe button and smash the like. It tells the algorithm that you actually care about your money. Consumption, the stealth attack. Domino number 1. Why? Because the consumer is 60% of the US economy, but consumers don't just stop buying goods and gas. They start with the stealth cutbacks. It starts with the subscription purge. You cancel the Pilates ads you don't use. You trade the $7 latte from home brewing brown water. Then you delay the iPhone upgrades. This is what we call negative momentum. When millions of people do this simultaneously, businesses panic. They see the inventory turn out slowly down. Suddenly, that warehouse full of sneakers isn't an asset, it's a liability. Consumption is the heartbeat, and when it skips a beat, the whole body feels it. Credit, the heart attack. Once consumption is slow, we hit the danger zone. Credit. Our entire global system runs on the buy now, pay later model. Not just for shoes, but for multi-billion-dollar corporations. When banks see consumers pulling back, they get itchy. They tighten lending standards. Suddenly, that small business that needed a revolving line of credit to stay afloat is being denied. The family looking to refinance, denied. This is where the liability trap happens. Credit is the oxygen of the markets. When the oxygen stops, the fire goes out. If consuming is the heartbeat, credit is the blood flow. And right now, the arteries are clogged. Quick check-in. Have you ever noticed your credit card interest rate spiking or your bank being stingier lately? Let me know in the comments below. This credit crunch is real and it's happening in real time. The asset crash, stock, bonds, real estate, and cash. Now, how does this affect your pockets? Let's break down the asset. Stocks. Equity hate uncertainty. As earnings drops because of low consumption, multiple compress. Growth stocks get the slaughter first. Bonds, the safe haven play. Usually as the economy breaks, money flows into treasury, driving yields down. But in a high inflation recession, it's a different beast. Real estate. Real estate, the lagging giant. Real estate breaks last because it's illiquidity. But once credit dries up and employment rises, the for sale signs start multiplying. Cash. In a crash, cash is the king until the central bank start printing again to fix the mess. We'll talk about that in a minute. Employment and confidence, the final blow. The last domino to fall is employment. This is the one that Fed watches, but here's the secret. Unemployment is a lagging indicator. By the time the jobless claim spikes, the recession is already halfway over. Companies don't want to fire people. It's expensive and bad for morale. They cut hours, then they freeze hiring, and then only when they absolutely have to, they start the layoff. When your neighbor loses their job, it's a slowdown. When you lose yours, it's a recession. This leads to the final break, confidence. Once people fear losing their job, they stop spending entirely. It's a feedback loop of doom. Fear created a recession, and the recession justified fear. The sequence, the consumption, the behavior shift, credit, the system freeze, employment, the real pain, confidence, the death spiral. If you're watching this, you are now ahead of 90% of the people on Wall Street who are just waiting for the GDP print. You know the sequence, you will see the signs. Recessions are brutal, but they are also the greatest wealth transfer event in history. If you have the right map, you don't just survive, you thrive. But here's the thing, recession don't stay in one country, they leak. When the US or Euro sneezes, the global currency market catches a cold, and that brings us to the biggest, most complex machine in finance. In our next video, we'll tackle currency markets, the hidden giant of finance. We'll look at why the dollar ruled the world, how exchange rate can bankrupt entire nation, and how can you trade the relative strengths of economics. Don't miss that one. It's the missing piece of the macro puzzle. Hit the bell icon so you'll be notified the second it drops. Share this video with one friend who's still holding too much hopium in their portfolio. And remember, money, markets, we're trading the future. See you in the next one.